went up when? What year?
I think it was 2011.
Damn.
Were you so at the time you were blogging? Were you doing marriage and family therapy, or how did that?
No, so okay, so what happened was, all right, so I moved from Miami to Georgia. I was at that time I was surrounded by married couples. They were all coming to me for advice. So and I had a plan on, I had an idea of writing a book before, but I always was just playing around with that idea. I wasn't really serious. And then talking to them and seeing the constant issues they were having, then I felt God kind of hit me with, no, it's time to write the book. So I'm like, all right, well, F it, I'll do it. And so I wrote the book. Then it was, all right, do the blog. So I started the blog. How to Get a Woman to Have Sex with You If You're Her Husband.
Yo, this guy, man.
If you're her husband.
If your husband. Only if.
Man, talk about a bait click title, boy, in 2011. That's crazy.
And so, so then I did the blog or whatever, and yeah, from there it was just I like get on social media. I didn't even want to get on social media. I fought that for a minute.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want to get on Twitter. Instagram took me a while to get on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? For all that stuff, I'm low key. I'm to myself. So
that's a fact.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
absolute
Being
fact.
on social media was like so foreign to me, but again, it felt like it's what I had to do. So yeah, I just kept. There was no influence as far as me looking at someone and saying, yo, I could do this, or me learning from somebody. And then let me say this. And so on that path, I was like, okay, you know what? I got certified as a coach. Then I said, let me go get my master's in marriage and family therapy. And so I started a program. And within the first semester, I was like, hell no, I'm not doing this.
Whoa, why?
Because there's too much red tape in clinical psychology. You know what I'm saying? Or clinical therapy. And so I was like, I know I can't be limited by that. I can't be having to worry about these guidelines and this and that.
And
exactly.
that, yeah.
And then they don't teach clinical therapists to. You're not really supposed to tell people what to do. You're supposed to help them come to their own conclusion. You kind of guide them on there. And so that's another thing. I was like, no, I need to be able to tell them. Because there's sometimes they got to hear a certain specific thing.
Yeah. Right.
So I just felt like it was too restrictive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, nah, I'd rather just... And at that point, I was already getting business as just being a certified coach through social media.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I really need to do this? Like, is this really the way? And I prayed about it and was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. So I was like, I left it alone. So I dropped it after the one semester.
Gotcha. You got the intro
And
courses.
turn this paper in late.
He like the Mark Zuckerberg and shit. He's like, I don't need to finish. We got the basics.
Yeah, so and during this time when you was trying to figure out your writing and figure out the coaching, what were you doing to sustain yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Man, so...
Oh, here we go. Well, back when I was hustling before I found God.
I mean, one piece of it was the personal training. So at one point, I was training people who just got gastric bypass surgery.
Oh, you been on this.
You was on the BBL. Okay. You a hustler, boy. I swear to God.
That was in Miami, huh?
No, that was in Georgia. My brother-in-law at the time, he's a physical therapist, and he was working for a doctor. So I went on with him, and I would train some of the clients who would go to this doctor to get the gastric bypass and help them lose weight and stuff like that. So and I would do some personal training on the side as well. So there was that, as well as I still had like some of my properties because remember at one point I had like 15 properties at one point.
Oh, you was killing real estate like that?
Yeah. So before the bubble burst, I was I was going crazy.
I was envious of that time. I said it before because back then you could finesse a lot more.
Oh man, it was a different ball
you
game.
Had between where Georgia and Miami?
Yeah, mainly in Miami though.
So
mainly
did
South Florida.
Somebody give you did your mom pass on you a inheritance and you just flipped
No,
that?
my first condo was a family friend. My family friend who was one of my best friend's brothers or whatever. He was selling his condo. He was trying to sell it to the condo to anybody in his family. None of them was biting on it. So he just mentioned it to us because we would always play basketball, whatever. He would throw it out there.
I heard that jump shot week.
And whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. And literally, I did it with a good credit score and $1,000 on my credit card.
Get the hell out of here. How old was you
that's
then?
it. 25.
Get out of here, bro. Hold on.
Maybe
and
something
you
like
didn't
that.
have any real estate training prior to that?
Nothing. Nothing. I ain't get no money, no inheritance, no training, no nothing.
Good credit and $1,000 on a credit card.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
You used to be able to
Because he was, he was as a seller, he was covering the closing costs and everything like that. And the condo was super cheap. It was like $60,000. It might have been even less than that.
Damn.
So it didn't need
good
much out of
old
the
days.
pocket for me to get it. And I was a risk taker. I was the type of dude like, all right, either this is gonna work or I'm gonna fall on my face. I'll take a chance.
That is one thing about you, man. You take the risk, bro. You ain't gonna sit back and think about it too long. Like I know that you always calculate the risk and the reward, but after you come to your decision, it's going.
That's it.
It's either gonna fall or it's gonna work.
That's
and
it.
You only cry about it if it fall, and if when it work, you double down on it.
That's it.
Man, you a hustler.